Hello, mate, and welcome to Puzzle Combat, where you match three pieces, find yourself a hero with some superpowers, and destroy the enemy. Make as many alliances as you can, and win the game.
I'm an ace pilot. I like to fly like an eagle. And let my spirit carry me. Fly like an eagle. I deal 200 actually, and 77. Huh, little too much altitude there. Damage to the target. The caster does plus 95% increased damage when using the special skills for 3 turns. The caster generates 285 horsepower over 3 turns. I gotta go, friends. I gotta spread my wings and I gotta soar high as I can.
Howdy, folks. So, did you like Sarah's singing there? Oh, alright. So, we're gonna cover Stinger, an ace pilot. Let's go, Stinger. Okay, so she is a very good hero for a lot of different reasons. So, let's get into that. Okay, her overall hero rating, it is an A minus. In all honesty, like, she's an A hero. Because she's a great sniper. She really is. On Grak's hero rating list that he does, though, he gives her a 4 on offense, a 4.5 on defense, and a 3.5 on the war machine. I'm not sure I agree with all of that, though. So the 4.5 on defense, like, she does with her skill the regeneration thing, and she makes a great wing, being that she's fast charging at 66. But that kind of applies to offense as well. So I'm not really sure why she's only a 4 on offense, because she's going to regenerate and help herself out every time she hits on offense as well, and she's going to be pretty darn speedy at charging up on offense, especially if you put a speed weapon on her on offense. So I don't know, that just seems kind of funny to me that she gets minus half a point there when you think it would stay consistent across the board. And her stats are fairly decent. Now, she's up to 7 on the talent grid here, so her stats are a little bit higher than if she was at 100. So she's at 687 for attack, 664 defense, 1421 for health. But if you wanted to see what she was before any of those emblems went on her, you can just check it out in the regular summon gate. So there'll be a little bit added to her, not a lot, seeing as she's only at 7 so far. But it does help, of course. And being that she's an attacking hero, I go down the attack and defense path. So she's probably got more defenses than anything. And of course, this is going to be like the last hero that comes across. There she is. So 657, 646, 1385. So obviously I've put quite a bit of health on her and a bit of defenses there. So yeah, as we go down the talent grid. But solid stats across the board too, which does help with that hero rating. And I do find it kind of funny that she's only a 3.5 out of 5 on the war machine as well, because, again, that's offensively if you put a speed weapon on her, and she's already charging fast at 66 speed, then it just makes it so much better, and she strikes and strikes and strikes. I don't know how many times on the war machine or war hits, raids, whatever, she may end up being one of my last heroes alive thanks to regenerating. And yeah, So I do find that a little bit weird that it's just not more consistent in the grading there, but it is what it is. Still a solid hero no matter what. Okay, so let's go through the recon class that she is. Now, recon is the evade. That is one of the better classes, just like the warfighter that can do revive. So evading, wow, is that ever helpful on higher war machines? And I don't know about defenses. Like, I don't think it's as bad, the evade going off as dodges on defenses. But I do notice that I use her so much offensively that I do notice the evade does kick in a fair amount. It really does. So that helps too. And when it's a special that they're evading, like, that's just awesome. So she can stay alive a little bit longer while you're fighting war machines. And it definitely helps with war in that too, having this evade. So 3, 6, 9. So I got up to 9% evade right now. And that could go to 12, 15, and I think that's it. Yeah. So it can go up to a 15% chance to evade. That is pretty sweet. It really is. It is such a helpful talent, just like the warfighter reviving. So those, in my opinion anyway, those are two of the better ones to have. Alright, so as you can see, I did go. So a little bit of attack here, so only 15 points. Another 15 there, so it's an extra 30 on the attack. But we got 36 for health. And then some extra defenses here, so. Now, speed. So this speed bonus would be 2% here. And she's at 66 now. So the next breakpoint to put her up into the very fast category would be 71. And this 2% would take it up, what, it would leap her to about 67-ish. Really only 1 point, so I don't know that would help, but pretty much every speed weapon out there in the yellow category, except for the 3-star or 3-point ones, do speed her up. So, that's funny. I'm not sure which one I would pick here. Maybe that's why I haven't picked one yet, because obviously I do actually have enough emblems to keep her going if I wanted to. So, increase by 42 health points, or a charge bonus that's only 2% that would really not help overall, because she's not close enough to the next breakpoint. Very, very interesting. Maybe just to get the attack in, I might go this path. I don't know. We'll see. Haven't decided yet to put more on her. But yeah, guys, I can't say enough, because I had a Hush for the longest time, and don't get me wrong, Hush is a good sniper too. Hush has rather shabby defenses, though, it seems, compared to this one. So Stinger kind of took over the role as my main yellow when I finally got her up to max. So no regrets there. She's definitely worth the promo items. Alrighty, so let's go over some weapons. Now, the master weapons, so I do have one. I just have the 3-star one. The Pinnacle. Alright, so that is a health gain. 30 health per turn. So that's not a bad one to have on her if you are going to use her on defense. And she's been on my defense for quite a long time now. She's pretty much going to be a staple there, which is another reason why I did invest the emblems into her, so she's been worth it. But that is not a bad one. Now, the other yellow master weapons. So you got the 4-star one is the Mammoth, and that is a burn. 60 damage over 2 turns. So, I mean, that's not bad for her. She's just a direct striker, but if you had a yellow stack and you had maybe stone or min or a different AoE hitter in yellow, you probably would want the Mammoth on them so it hits 3 or 5 or whatever they hit. But yeah, you can certainly put it on her, but even somebody like 8-bit in a stack or Aiko who hits 3 as well, you know, you'd probably be better off putting the Mammoth on one of them and putting a different weapon on her. And especially since you know the speed weapons do help her, like anytime you can put a speed weapon on her, that's awesome, right? Especially when it's on offense and she's gonna charge up faster. So just something to keep in mind. But that Mammoth is a decent 4-star yellow weapon for sure. The 5 stars. Alright, so the first one is the Bronco Peacekeeper, and that is 40 health per turn, so 10 more health than this one here, the Pinnacle. And it's a 5-star, so it would have better stats than this one, obviously a lot better, generally speaking. And it's got a good attack stat on it. It's funny. It's ironic, isn't it? A Peacekeeper, and it's got a good attack stat. Isn't it ironic? So that one's not a bad defensive weapon if that's what you have to put on her for defense. And the last one is the 5-star Martha. This is a pretty decent overall weapon as well. Yellow weapon. So that one hits through dodge or blinding. So you got that going for you. That's an excellent one to take on offense. If you don't have a speed weapon, but you have that. Because she's got, 18% chance to hit through somebody that has a dodge weapon or hit through when she's blinded. Which is really, really helpful. I like that. And then 28% critical chance. So you're going to get all that extra tile damage as well, right, from that one. And it's got good stats both in attack and defense on that Martha. It is both of them are above 230. I think like one's 234 and 238. I don't know, that's pretty high attack stats. That makes it a really good overall yellow 5-star weapon. So I will definitely level one of those if I ever land any more master weapons. We'll see. It's not that easy though. I seem to only land the 3-star ones. As you can see, I got... The last time I did some pulls, I got another Golema and another Bennett from the master weapons. So I haven't pulled, I don't think, any 5-star master weapons, but I got a couple Bronco snake bites for 4 stars. So yeah, they are hard to pull unless you're doing a lot of pulls. Alright, so I was lucky enough to get a Ragnarok when this was a weapon of the month. This is a excellent, absolutely excellent weapon of the month. You see it a lot on defenses, and no wonder. 16% dodge. That's actually 116% when you put it on defense. No, I'm totally kidding. It's not. It just seems like that when you're the attacking team. And you can't every hit and every tile you send into a hero, sometimes you can't get through because of the damn hero dodges. Oh my goodness. So it seems like 116% sometimes, I swear. But yeah, that's a great stat. That's pretty high, 16%, so that's good. Hey, that's not bad on defenses. It's 230. It's a little low for an attack stat, but still alright nonetheless. And then you've got the other awesome property besides dodge. You got yourself 6 speed points. This is like the supreme combination. Love this combination. Dodge and speed all at once. Alright, so she's 66. Now she only needs to hit 71. So she only needs 5 speed points to get to the very fast category. So obviously this does it. This actually takes her to 72. So she goes from needing 8 tiles to charge and 4 ghosted to only needing 7 tiles to charge and 4 ghosted. 4 ghosted is awesome. I don't know how many times in war once I get a gap and she's on my team and I can send like a square of yellows up the gap and ghost them, like boom, she's charged. It's like, dude, she's gonna hit again. And then boom, she heals herself. So like literally back to back she can just keep on charging up and keep on healing herself and stay at pretty high health for the entire match too. I guess that's part of the reason why sometimes she ends up being the last hero standing in some of these matches. It works. It goes great with her special. Alright, so this is a good one too with the critical chance, and then of course you're going to get some health bonus points there too as well. Talon's not a bad weapon at all. I have a couple of them. Alright, now the scrum, 17%. Critical chance, woot woot. Good for tile damage. And then the liquefier, that is dodge. So on defense, this is another good one if you don't have any 5-star options. And then the Triss, of course, 7 speed points. So that's going to help her out too and put her past that next breakpoint. 7 tiles to charge, folks. It's awesome. Only 7 tiles. And then 4 ghosted. Alright. And so this one doesn't help her. It's only 3 speed points. But still, if that's what you have to use when you first start out, by all means, definitely. And then you got the Berserk, which has resistance on it. Now, I am missing a couple weapons. So let's go through here. I only ever got one saw. I call it a saw. This one, I only ever got one of these, and I actually used it to sacrifice to another 5-star so I could get it fully promoted and get it completely leveled. So I never did keep a copy of this. I didn't figure there was a point when I had the Ragnarok and a couple Talons, and then I've got several Trisses there for the speed weapons, so... And, I mean, that's not bad, 19% critical chance, but the 40% armor damage is just boo. Blah, blah, armor damage, so... I didn't figure this one was worth keeping, considering what else I had in my arsenal, so... This was a sacrificial weapon, but if this is what you have to use, like, it's a great offensive weapon. It's not particularly a defensive weapon. And then the roadblock is not... I don't think this is very good either. Now, this is a good defensive weapon, though, with that stat of resistance for 33%. Especially with how many status ailments can be thrown out there. Having 33% chance to block that burn or bleed or whatever poison damage from a master weapon or from a hero special, that is pretty good for defense. It really is. But then you get 13% blah armor again. It's not a bad attack stat on there either. That is a little bit low defensively, but then you got that, the resistance to kind of make up for that and block some of those status ailments that are going to be thrown. So I've never drawn a roadblock in this account though, but I have a feeling that I probably end up using it as a sacrificial weapon when it come down to it. So I think that's it for the weapons. Alright, there's one more thing about her special that makes it kind of neat too, so I'm just going to go back to that. Back to her hero card here. Now, she does 277% damage to the target. That's pretty good. Now, the caster does plus 95% increased damage when using the special skill for 3 turns. I've used this multiple times where I've ended up hitting the same hero again because they've been able to ghost tiles and get her charged up so quickly again that she really can take out somebody a lot quicker with this second portion of her special here. So the extra increased damage, if you end up using the special skill within 3 turns, that extra 95% is pretty sweet. You can take down some emblemed up 5 stars pretty quick if you have a gap and she charges up fairly quickly again within only like 4 tiles, and just hit them again and then hit them again. And she can single-handedly take out a hero that's emblemed up quite a ways and might otherwise be harder to take out. So that is a nice perk about her special that I've noticed along the way. So if you were wondering what that was, that's basically what it is. So if she's hitting again but it's within 5 turns, like, you're gonna get that, just the initial top there with the deals 277% damage to the target, which is fine too. That's a good sniping shot. But yeah, this is just a little bit of a bonus if you can get her charged up again within 3 turns to do that extra increased damage. It's pretty awesome. So she's a good sniper. She will do increased damage, and she regenerates herself. That's a triple threat, y'all. Yeah, it's pretty good, I gotta say. Okay, so that's a basic rundown of Stinger. She's well worth the promo mats, well worth the emblems. And let's see, maybe do a raid with her to end off. And 9 days ago, as you can see, I really keep up with raids. Oh my goodness, I'm so busy right now in real life. Which is another reason why it's taking me so long to do another closer look video. So sorry about that, guys. I will do my best to get more up quicker. But yeah, a little bit crazy in real life, as sometimes it just happens that way, you know. So, alright. What do we got here? Well, I'm not taking in a purple to cover Nima, but that should be alright. Let's go. Let's see what we get here. 50 trophies if I win. Not with the way this board's starting out, I'm not gonna win. Where are my yellow tiles at, peeps? Come on. There's my girl. Go. Oh, friggin' dodge. See, there she is, basically at full health now. Between her healing and the healing from Jocasta that just went off. That's handy, right? It really is. Alright, Mortis. Bye, dude. Oh, bloody dodge. Come on. What's he got on him? Trailblazer. Okay, there's 3 tiles. Oh, there you go. They both charged up. I didn't even have to hit him again anyway. Alright. So they make a pretty wicked combination, I gotta say, those 2 yellows. They're both fast charging, and if I put a speed weapon on Hush, she'd charge up just as fast as Stinger there, but I put the Talon on her instead of a speed weapon, but yeah. Alright guys, so that's it for Stinger. Yes, very good hero. Definitely worth the investment. Alright, take care folks.